The first thing you want to do with a problem like this is read it. It says a costume designer is making costumes for a play. The amount of cloth she uses to make the women's costumes is 5 yards more than 7 times the number of yards she uses to make men's costumes. Which equation could be used to find the amount of cloth she used for the women's costumes, W, if the amount she used to make the men's costumes, M, is known? I'm going to have to write my equation for this one. So the first thing I want to do is decide who this is about, and it's about a costume designer. So I'm going to write costume designer. And the thing that this costume designer owns is some costumes, and she owns men's costumes and women's costumes. Alright, I'm going to draw myself a bar, and now I'm going to go back and reread just for a second. It says the amount of cloth she uses to make the women's costumes is 5 yards more than 7 times the number she uses to make the men's costumes. So it takes more cloth to make a woman's costume than it does a men's costume. So here's my bar for my men's costumes. For the women's costumes then, I'm going to try to draw them about the same size. I have 7 of these. So because 7 times 1 is 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it takes 7 yards more, and then it also takes an extra 5. So let me write that as my plus 5 here. So it's 7m, because it's 7 yards, 7m, because it's 7 times the amount that it takes for a men's costume, plus 5. That's my equation for solving this problem. I used the model because it helped me to visualize how much material went into the men's costume and how much more material went into the making of a woman's costume. Watch this video again as many times as it takes in order for you to see how I wrote this equation.